alien bodies, and they went to Porton Down, which is on Salisbury. Most deadly viruses on the planet. If any of those viruses got out, we'd all be dead in about 2 weeks, they say.
Bro.
Yo, so we just got out.
Yo, they're after us, man. They are after us.
We are currently being tailed by the police and unmarked unit.
Police dogs. Something's going on, guys. Guys, finally had breakfast. We had Subway because they didn't do a full English breakfast, which I'm a bit disappointed about. I was looking forward to that. So I'm joined today by Matthew. He has a channel, the Secret Vault. The Secret Vault. You know what? I've even seen his videos before I've even met him. Me and Carl spent hours watching his videos. Like this guy's a veteran. Like, how old are your videos on YouTube?
20 years. 20 years. Yeah, some of them are going on like 15, 20 years old, these videos, yeah.
That's crazy. So this guy's going to be showing us around, you know. Head over to his channel, subscribe. He's done loads of underground stuff. A lot of you guys love my underground stuff, so if you want more content, go and check his channel out. What's your problem?
Nothing, mate. We have a lot of stuff nicked from around here, so I'm just...
On your YouTube? I'll show you the channel because you'll appear on it, so I'll show you.
No, I don't. I'm not interested. That's
so why are you taking pictures of me in the car?
Because we've had stuff nicked.
Well, you can see I'm not a thief. I'll show you.
I don't know that.
I'll show you.
I'm not really interested.
Well, I'll show you. I'm not a thief.
No, what?
I'm holding the foreground camera.
I'm not accusing you of being.
Taking pictures of me.
No, I'm not. No.
So I'm videoing you.
You've just gone onto our land.
I'm just turning around because we're documenting all the underground spaces.
What sort of spaces?
All the underground of Wiltshire.
Right,
I'm from Lancashire. I've travelled down to document all the underground spaces. I do underground work. So I'm not a thief. I just document history.
I didn't say you are, mate. And I hope you have good fun. I'm not quite sure what it is you're doing, but I hope you get what you want.
Well, we explore underground tunnels. That's all it is.
All right.
On YouTube. That's what I do for a living.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck.
Guys, this is what we have to deal with on a daily basis. People like this, they just want to get involved for no reason. Don't quite know what was going on there, but something weird about that guy.
Yeah. We haven't even done anything. We could not have gone on any base. This is a public road leading to a village, but they know straight away. And I think it's got something to do with the fact that we actually were too honest, and they're using that as an excuse now to kind of, you know, be itchy with people. But you know, we're just a car driving up a road. I mean, you know, and the guy's like, "Why are you here?"
Don't push for sharing later on in the vlog, so it's gonna be cool. Bye.
Right, this is Sands Quarry, and it adjoins the underground city called Burlington.
Yeah.
And if you go in here and down a slope shaft, then you come to a set of tunnels and a big door, and you can't get any further. But some people have got through that door. I did get through there once, and there's footage online of what was inside. Quite an interesting day out.
Cool. And that's on your channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go check his channel out, guys. Let's do this. So places I'm going to separate the video from the video log. And basically release the videos in weeks to come. That is crazy. So here we go, check this out, guys.
People have got through.
It could be somewhere around the side, you never know.
Oh yeah, there is a hole in the side.
Oh my god, yes, here we go, see? Somebody's been looking out for you guys.
Yeah, this is the way in.
Steve found the way in.
Well, we have evidence it wasn't us that did it as well.
Yeah.
Do you think we should park here?
No.
Steve doesn't need to go to Specsavers, his eyesight's pretty good by the way.
How would you get through that one? Nearly fell.
They put some anti-explorer grease on the ground. Jesus, they really have done a good job on that since I've last been here. It used to be just a sort of bars, but now that's iron girders. That's proper iron girders they got down there.
Yeah. Right, so right now Matt has brought us to one of the most important buildings in the MOD. So I'm going to let him fill you in on the information.
3 cameras, my god. This is interesting. Yeah, this is the Command of the Defence Communications Network. The British MOD, every bit of telecommunications goes through this place, encrypted and not, and they have the uplinks to the satellites, which are known as Skynet, and that keeps the military and communications all over the world. So this is as important as some citadels in London, GCHQ. It all happens here, but it just looks like a leafy lane, and they've even built a couple of kids' swings outside it just to make it look like it's all nicey, but yeah, there's a lot more going on beneath the surface than meets the eye. So a lot of people think it's a rumour that Rudloe Manor used to deal with UFOs, but it's actual documented fact that the MOD have admitted that the Provost and Security Service used to get every single report from worldwide if it was to do with the military, and they would come through Rudloe Manor, they would investigate them, sometimes even send out plainclothes officers, which became known as to many in the ufology community as the Men in Black, to interview witnesses, and in some cases would even ask them not to talk about what they'd seen. So that's one of the origins of where those types of stories come from. That was all investigated at the Manor House in Rudloe Manor in Corsham, Wiltshire. Excellent things that they were investigating, and you can still get access to some of those. So if we go and have a look at where they were doing their investigations and where the storage stuff was, and I think all the investigations we were doing prompted them to move the base away from here because it was just too much attention. So they moved it to a place near Hertfordshire.
Now, what were they investigating again?
UFOs.
There's like a UFO sighting or crash, right?
Anything that was an unidentified flying object. I mean, when you think about it, the military have to look into things in case they're military incursions by Russia or some foreign power. Yeah. So they're always interested in stuff, you know, testing out radars and whatnot. And yeah, they had a thing called the Flying Complaints Flight, which used to deal with a lot of this stuff, but I mean basically we knew it as the UFO Reporting Centre, but the technical name was Flying Complaints Flight.
Guys, so we just got in the grounds of the official, now this is, you can go and check this online, Rudloe Manor UFO investigation site. They used to investigate UFOs here now. Rumour has it a UFO crashed not far from here, and what they did is they dragged the UFO here. Then they sent it into the Burlington bunker, and when it was in the Burlington bunker they stripped parts off it, and some parts, where did some parts of the UFO go to?
Well, there are rumours that some of the bits were sent to a place called Fort Halstead, which deals with military weapons testing. They've got scientific people, they can disassemble rockets, grenades,
reverse engineer.
Yeah, reverse engineer, find out what makes things tick and find out what's in them. We need to go over this way, and the registry is just over here. Yeah, so they're the specialists, and also there's rumours about alien bodies, and they went to Porton Down, which is on Salisbury, and that place deals with the most deadly viruses on the planet. So if any of those viruses got out, we'd all be dead in about 2 weeks, they say. So that's where they took that, to a sensitive, probably frozen underground facility.
So yeah guys, that's some crazy stuff has happened. I mean, I'm not saying that aliens exist, I'm not saying they don't, you can't prove it. I'm not saying aliens were here, I'm not saying UFOs are here. What I'm saying is a lot of stories went on about it here, and apparently there's a lot of documentation as well. So we're going to see if we can find some documentation stating UFO sightings.
About alien bodies that may have come through places like this, Porton Down. We don't know for certain, but what we do know for certain is they investigated stuff here. All the UFO reports would come through this place first, and the MOD have confirmed this. They're quite happy to say that, and they would have come here, guys would have investigated them, in some cases sent out officers to interview witnesses and silence them, ask them not to talk about what they'd seen, and these were plainclothes guys, so you can kind of see where the stories of Men in Black may have come from, bases like this.
One of the buildings. Let's see what we can find.
Dude, dogs. Bro. Right.
Let's get down here. Move down here, yo. I saw them two dogs and I thought they were going to mince us.
Yeah, we did. Shit, man. Right, so I'm just going down a little kennel thing. There's two dogs. That was two dogs. That was the nuts. That must have been security. The dogs knew we were here. She didn't. Dogs fucking yeah, no. Alsatians, man. Not German. What were the German Shepherds?
What was the German Shepherd? What was it?
You get that on camera?
Oh god, oh god. Okay, is that clip? Holy fuck. Shit.
I would have like climbed this building.
Somehow. This is proper future.
It's like a Windows.
Nobody else can get in here. Nobody else should be in here. It's only security would really be in here. Okay. Yeah. So now what? Hopefully she's walk that way. So she probably go around and then we'll be safe. We can just get inside.
Yeah, boy. I think this is like the first time in a long time. Security.
My heart's saying,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna get eaten.
As soon as you said shit, dogs, security. Oh my god.
Apparently these buildings here, so I went in this one last time, the windows are open. Yeah, but this one I didn't go in. So
What's in that one?
nothing. It's just glass on the floor and shit. Yeah. Oh look. Since the last time we've been here, everything we've done has now been secured, each one. They didn't secure that one, which is the one we didn't manage to get into. So thanks very much.
Try to finish this place as soon as possible.
Yeah. You getting a bit worried?
Is this the
Steve?
manor house?
No.
Yeah, I am getting a bit worried. Those dogs are too friendly though. I don't understand.
Yeah, I thought that. Everyone just get down, get down.
Where did you actually see the people? Did they walk past?
No, she shouted so much. She was walking down here towards us.
Okay. Yeah, shout.
Where's the manor house?
It's one of UK's original Area 51 locations. It's definitely a bit on top. See them two dogs. Surprised they didn't charge it. It was maybe the orders only. Like they'll charge when they're ordered to.
That's the real guard shack. You can have a cup of coffee in here if you want.
Yeah.
Empty building. What I don't understand about this building is, why is it on this level? There's another level that's all blocked off.
Really?
It seems like there's another level to this. This backs onto where the rotor buildings were. They were all here, but they've been flattened. So this was where the rotor command and control centre for the southern sector, and they intercepted UFOs there on the radar screens, and they scrambled jets to intercept them. So you know, that sort of stuff was going on here. See UFOs, get a jet out there, try and intercept it. Something's locking it. I don't know what it is, but something's locking it. But some of these were open, they're locked now. definitely locked down.
Guys, we're leaving now. We are leaving now because them dogs, she says them dogs get them and they maul me and Steve. Carl's gonna have a hard time getting home. He's gonna cry all the way back. So yeah, Ludlow Manor, the home of UFO research. Yeah, here we go, Steve, at the home of the UFO research. Right, let's go. Yo, so we just got out.
Yo, they're
There's a
after us,
helicopter
man.
somewhere.
They are after us.
We are currently being tailed by the police, an unmarked unit. Well, we think it's the police. They've been following us for about 15 minutes now. They did actually put the sirens on before, trying to overtake cars and get around the corner, and then they seem to stash out behind a van. And yeah, they've been following us for absolute ages now. I don't know what to expect from these people from behind. So what do you think of that, Dan?
Men in black.
Men in black.
Yeah.
Turn the camera on. Turn the camera on.
What?
Turn the camera on.
It's on, it's on, it's on.
Yeah, yeah.
This car's pulled over now.
Yeah, have you got the camera? We don't need to. How'd you lock the doors?
What?
How'd you lock the doors?
They're already locked.
Right, they're locked, yeah. Don't need to. Is it recording?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, recording. We don't need to.
Please pass my camera from the back. Come.
Where's the back?
Just right behind you. Yeah, yeah. Cheers.
Back up.
Well, we were driving.
So yeah, we're currently being followed by the police and shit. So we don't know why. I'm entitled. Well, everyone's entitled. Here's another car, I think, is it? We're pretty much entitled not to open the car door or anything like that.
Police dogs.
Yeah.
Something's going on, guys.
Yeah. Entitled not to. You have to come this side.
The window doesn't open.
You have to come that side.
Why?
Yeah, because the window doesn't come down. Wind it up a bit more, mate.
Hi, what's up?
Oh, you got a camera, yeah?
Yeah.
Just to let you know that
We're
we're
YouTubers.
recording just for our purposes.
Okay,
and-
yeah, fair enough, yeah. Okay.
We're all YouTubers, that's all.
So again?
We're YouTubers.
Ah, right, okay. So what are you doing out here, guys?
Yeah, we're on a road trip.
Yeah, we're on a
Sorry, you'll have to speak up.
We're on a 10-day road trip,
Right, okay. Doing...
exploring abandoned places.
Exploring what?
Abandoned places.
Abandoned places. So where have you been today, then?
We've been in Wiltshire, Kent. We came from Kent. Been in
Okay.
Wiltshire.
Been in Corsham today?
Yes. Just come from Corsham.
Is that from like the, over at the computer centre? The
Yeah,
old tunnels and stuff like that?
Yeah, we've been near there. Yeah.
Okay. Bear with me.
Okay.
So yeah, don't know what's going on. Aria from Ludlow.
I don't know, but just shows something's going on.
What about that? Yeah, exactly. There you go. So is the conspiracy theories real or
I don't know. It's something weird going on, guys. I don't feel quite comfortable because she got out and kind of like let us know there's dogs there. Like open the dogs, just like really crazily. So
Yeah.
hi.
Hiya, you alright?
Yeah,
Whose vehicle's there?
mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
And who are you?
Daniel Dixon.
Sorry?
Daniel Dixon.
And Daniel, have you got any ID on you, please?
I don't know.
You haven't got any,
No.
a wallet or a bank card?
No,
Or...
no.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from Preston.
So you come all the way down here.
We're on a 10-day road trip. We're YouTubers.
Right. Okay. So you haven't got a wallet or a bank card or anything on you on a 10-day road trip.
No, I've got a bank card.
Right. Okay. Can I have a look at that? Everything?
Yeah, but why is that? You don't need to do that though.
Pardon?
He doesn't need to show his ID.
I'd like to know who he is.
Yeah.
Just make sure this is his vehicle.
Yeah.
Right,
He's not
okay,
driving
yeah,
it.
that's absolutely fine.
Lovely. Hold on a second, mate. I'm just
Okay.
going to get my book.
Okay, thank you.
You do know you're entitled.
I know, but I don't want to, you know, entice.
What?
It's just really weird. I've not been in this situation before. It's really strange.
Very strange. So obviously maybe the places that we have checked out today, maybe it's definitely linked up with the MOD still. Very strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very strange. So, but
Is it
Dixon
with an X?
the Hobbit
Is it about
Dixon with a D.
Yes.
Lovely.
Is it about the UFOs?
Is it about the UFO?
Yeah, we've been doing a documentary on the UFOs.
No idea. What? No.
Right, okay.
Nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Yes, I am, yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's this about UFOs then?
So we're YouTubers and we do, it doesn't sound weird, but we do abandoned places, conspiracy theories, and we've been doing all the abandoned Rudlaw Manors and the Corsham Centre and the Burlington Bunker. We've been doing a big documentary on that.
Okay.
So we've been round all that area today, documenting it.
Right.
Seeing if there was any open entrances. There wasn't, unfortunately.
They tend to keep that kind of place locked
Yeah,
up.
yeah, and because we heard quite a lot of there'd been a UFO taken down into the Burlington Bunker,
Right.
and parts have been stripped off, sent to the CCC to reverse engineer for projects for our country, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we do a lot of documentaries on those. Like we did one on Loch Ness Monster up in Scotland.
Yeah, we've done a Loch Ness Monster. That was December last year. Do you want to take my YouTube channel down so you can check it out?
Yeah,
It's
just so we can have a look.
you can subscribe. It's Exploring with Fighters, and these guys have got their own YouTube channels.
Anyway, let's both friends obviously see what happens. We should get a hotel pretty soon anyway.
Yeah, I think for the road trip too.
This one.
Yeah, we're on like a road trip.
Okay.
It's come all the way from America for this.
Yeah.
Did you meet through like your
YouTube, yeah.
Yeah. We do.
Steve's got 400,000 followers. I'm only at 37,000 at the moment.
I mean, who are you? Who are you? I want Steve's YouTube.
Steve Ronan.
Right. Okay.
Just read that.
No.
So, whose car is it, sorry?
Mine.
It's yours, sir?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to tell you, your vehicle's been cloned.
Wow.
That's the reason why we've come up all guns blazing chasing you, because this car was yesterday, there was a vehicle using your registration moving about in London yesterday.
There you go. So
I was in London.
We was in London yesterday.
No, we wasn't.
Oh no,
you were in
yes, it was
Chip.
yesterday.
3 days ago.
Yeah, so
Don't drop a minute when you ain't done
No,
that.
we was in London 3 days
so
ago.
it got handed to us yesterday, done some work on it, and you were in Chippenham yesterday, or in the Wiltshire area.
Yes, we was.
And the same registration was being used in London at the same time.
Wow.
So
Okay.
someone's copied your
Your
plates.
plates, basically.
Wow, no
So
way.
Right.
they're bad, naughty people. So that's why I followed you up here.
So it's definitely not to do with the UFO conspiracy.
Definitely. You said that to me and I went,
We've been doing a UFO documentary today down in Corsham.
Yeah.
So then when all these police cars surrounded us, I was like, I knew it. It's something to do with UFOs.
the FBI, they've come to lock us up. No. So your number plates, somebody has copied your number plates and put it on another vehicle,
Right.
which they're going out and committing crime with.
No way.
So you may
The same car.
So on exactly the same vehicle, but obviously the chassis numbers are different.
Right, okay.
So you may well get stopped by police
Okay.
in the future.
What we can do,
Is there anything?
put a bit of black tape on
tell
you.
you-
You've got some black sort of tape.
I'll get out so you're not all looking down. I don't mind.
Have you got a sticker or anything?
Yo, this is the craziest thing ever. I just don't know. Is there a conspiracy there, Matt?
Now you understand when I tell people now you understand, right, when I tell people that if you go near Rudlow Manor, they will fuck with you, and they just fucked with us.
You've been right all this time.
That's crazy.
Oh my days.
Dude. Them. Oh,
Oh my
God.
When she didn't move, when she wouldn't get out of the car, and I saw another one coming up behind, a proper car with dogs in it, I thought, we're gonna get bit.
Yo, dude, I messaged the group chat, the exploring crew, like Josh, Cody, and John. They think I'm fucked right now. I was like, dude, FBI caught us. We're screwed. They're taking my camera and laptop.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the conspiracy is real. I'm thinking we don't do the exploring now.
I think we're going to get a hotel.
Yeah, I'm thinking we just. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not feeling that exploring now. I'm shook. I'm shaking. You know, I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Your own.
Yeah, but how would they know the actual car is cloned?
Exactly. Look at it this way, right? I'm driving the car. Well, Carl's driving the car. Unless they had that other car impounded, how would they know this was a clone? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. If
Everything.
if there's anyone clued up on the police, leave a comment right now. Let us know what your thoughts are on this, because I'm miffed out of it. Well, not miffed out. Well, literally miffed. it's miffed me.
I'll tell you what doesn't make sense. If the car was cloned yesterday in London, they said, yesterday, it could drive around London racking up tickets. They wouldn't know that that wasn't you until you didn't pay the tickets, which can't happen since yesterday. So how do they know the car's cloned? It's not cloned, it's bullshit. It's not cloned.
So, why would they just drive away now?
Because they know who you are. That's all they want to do is establish who you are. If they could have done that in Corsham, they'd have been happy. But they didn't catch you in Corsham, so they've been tracking you all the way.
We have been floating around Corsham, like round.
They know who we are. They'll just leave us alone. Like, I don't get it.
They don't want. They just want to make sure we're not terrorists.
Yeah, it's
I
fair
mean,
enough.
you got to bear in mind that that place is the new secret GCHQ that they're trying to play down, and we've been hanging around the CDCN.
Yeah, we've been hanging around.
Command of the Defence Communications
Why
Network.
do you think I planted in her mind straight away UFOs?
Yes.
Because then she's like, UFOs. As soon as you mention UFOs, they're like, oh,
You're right.
They're just a bunch of crackpots, you know. They're just a bunch of UFO idiots. That's all they are. They're no threat to us.
Yeah.
That's why I planted that.
This now, ANPR, right, picks up your number plate. That bloke knew we were there at Monks Park really fucking quickly, right? And he came out and he was like, whoa, what are you doing here? Yeah, but he wasn't in the security thing. He didn't see us pass. We hadn't rumbled any security guards. So they knew when we drove into that village, like they do with my car, because my car's flagged, which is why I often jump in someone else's car to go in there. You are actually a bit too fucking YouTube star for your own good, I think. Yes, because I think they knew when you came to town. Oh shit, something's happening. Yeah,
Because they got ANPR.
Yeah,
cameras on the lamppost, haven't they?
they were like that, you know. And it could be it started with the guy where we asked him nicely in Octavian Wine Merchants. It could be there, and he passed the number back, and they all started, oh, what's this number, let's check it. And they put you on ANPR so they could get you wherever you went and just check what you're doing. So it could have been that, but it could be because you're a big YouTube star and they've been watching your channel.
YouTube star. Yeah, and you're getting famous, bro.
And you could have a new subscriber tonight.
Yeah, I got
So
some.
whoever that subscriber is, might be them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
CCC. They knew we was in Corsham today.
Yes.
Right, because he said you've been in Corsham today, and he said that we was in London yesterday. So he was like, it's been cloned.
So wait a minute, it still doesn't.
Yeah,
It
can't
doesn't
they
make
find out where
sense.
the other car is right now then? To compare, like.
Don't know.
She not say anything, did she?
No.
About what happened to the car. So
We should ask that question.
I personally think it's because we've been lingering around the main government centre.
Yeah.
I really do think.
We probably passed the ANPR so many times, and probably like, right, this car's passed the ANPR 10 times today.
Yeah.
What's
Check
going
it
on? Why is it past our ANPR so many times?
Yep. I don't think we should be messing about with aliens.
No, let's
Just leave it to this guy.
let's leave it to Matt. A secret vault.
But I might go missing. I need you guys
you
to
go-
come out
I
and
tell you
find
what,
out where
if
they
you go-
took me.
If you go missing, we'll come back and investigate.
Oh, thanks, guys.
We don't hear from you again. Right, let's get a hotel.
Bodies, and they went to Porton Down, which is on Salisbury. Most deadly viruses on the planet. If any of those viruses got out, we'd all be dead in about 2 weeks, they say.
Bro.
Yo, so we just got out.
Yo, they're
There's a
after us,
helicopter
man.
somewhere.
They are after us.
We are currently being tailed by the police and unmarked unit.
Police dogs. Something's going on, guys. not so secure. Oh, he's in! Well, just have to leave that bit because police arrived. Arm response turned up. Just drive right past.
Video man.
Dogs, we've got dogs. Police dogs and everything. It's happening all again.
What's he still on? Slow down, mate.
Yeah, he's got
over way.
He's gonna do you for reckless.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna get out of here, we're trapped. Oh no.
Go take him out of a pressure sensor.
What?
Matt has finally arrived. He slept in. And he's brought Angel. You remember Angel, the hot dog eating dog?
Yeah. This is my rescue dog.
Right. This is massive.
Yeah.
And now we're going to be fluffy as hell.
Right. Can I just hand that to you a sec?
Oh, Angel. She's massive. Oh, sit down, Angel. Sit.
So Matt's arrived. Matt's just picked us up.
Is the middle seats have gone, so me and Carl are in the back seats. Steve has to now lie on the dog bed when he gets in, so poor Steve. He's gonna get out fluffy as anything. She's doing it on purpose. Look at his leg.
State of my legs like
She's
that.
doing it on purpose to make us hairy.
Look at the state of that. That's ruthless.
Bye, Angel. Yo, Steve. Where have you been? Where have you been?
Bro. Come here, man.
It's good to see you, bro.
Holy
shit,
gang's
bro.
all here. About time.
Alright, buddy.
Bro,
Nice
good.
to meet you,
Good
pal.
to see you again, man.
I know, yeah. You know things are about to go down when us four meet up in Wiltshire, England. You know stuff's gonna go down.
Oh, yeah.
This is Steve. This is Steve's seat now. Well, you could have let it on the dog bed, but you might get a bit fluffy. So we just about got that in there. Just about. Alright, I'm gonna sit here, Steve.
There you go. Films too.
There he goes.
It's a road trip. There we go. I understand. Wow. All right. First day's looking good so far.
Just tie yourself on to Dan and Carl over there, and if you go flying, then you'll take them with you.
They'll grab me.
Yo, those pants are sick.
Thanks, man.
Right, so what we're doing back here, this was the first underground we ever did, me, Carl and Bucky. So what are we doing back here?
Well, basically, apparently you watched my video, sussed out that this place was easy to get into, and you went there before me. I didn't get to go in, you got all the fun, and you got chased away. And now you know the place is pretty serious. So what we're going to do is we're going to drive around, because now they got your number, we know they've got your mobile phone, so they probably, when you get into an area, a radius of this place, they know you're here. So they could be watching, some sort of security. They might just be doing it with mobile phones. That looks like a Wi-Fi antenna, that's probably beaming to something. That's where the signal's going from. But anyway, what we want to do is come back and forth here a few times, be picked up on ANPR, be picked up near here, make a few phone calls saying things like, it's open, we're going in, quick, you know, and all this fucking stuff. Then turn the phones off and then go somewhere else. Nowhere near you.
That's deception right there.
Master plan.
How would I just end up with Red Bull in my head?
I mean, I'm just naturally suspicious because I've had so many things. Imagine now, you know, I'm in somebody else's car, but I got my mobile on me. He's never been here before. We drive along, we just park up on the side of the road, so police cars, and it's like, what are you doing? And they love to let you know that they know you're here.
I just want to let you know we're in the area and keep an eye on the place.
You know, just to, you know, make you paranoid. So the thing is, I know they can do that, so you've got to be one step ahead. You've got to really screw with them. You know, you have to have conversations telling them things you're not going to do to waste their time, because they're listening. So, you know, this is the place where if you think they're out to get you, this is the place they'll prove they are out to get you. And if it doesn't happen here, it ain't going to happen anywhere. But as we know,
Rudloe Manor, that's where it's all started.
You guys remember Redlow Manor, right?
I drove down there in my car and I got guns pointed at my head, which was a bit of an overreaction for just going up to ask them some questions at the gatehouse, you know. Just went up there, just, you know, ask them if they knew anything about the UFO reports that were being dealt with here, and they were like, well, hang on a second. And as you know, he said, like, hang on a second. It's like, boom, 3 bloody Land Rovers. Guys ran out. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Crap, pointing guns at us, and then this guy did the most weird thing. It was like a Monty Python. He goose stepped, you know, like he sort of like as if he was on parade. His legs were right up in the air. He sort of like goose stepped towards me, and then he like stopped, turned. He went, "Hello, gentlemen. I'd like to ask you what you're doing at Rudloe Manor today." And went, "Well, just came to ask about the UFOs and things like that." And he said, "What sort of stuff's that?" And I think a little bit of explanation, gave him like 30 seconds of explanation. He went, "Well, I'm not happy with your explanation."
This is where we jumped over the wall when the helicopter came.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's a car. There's a gardener.
Yeah. Guess it's ass crack show.
Yeah, we got pulled over, didn't we?
Yeah, last time we got pulled over here by the cops, and they were being like really sketchy too. And they said that Dan's car got cloned.
Unfortunately, I have to tell you, your vehicle's been cloned.
Just stay away from the fire service bit.
This is the police. You should just drill
Been here before, I've not seen it in the video logs, that is one of the ventilation shafts for the Burlington bunker. The Burlington bunker is right underneath us right now. And they basically said,
People are looking at us.
the fire brigade officer basically came
This is
out
good.
and said, that he...
I've never been in here before. I have never been in here. I've only ever seen this from my drone.
They got dogs over there.
They were radioing through, weren't they?
Right behind us.
Yeah, no, we couldn't get into that one. It's the other slop shop.
Right behind us is the Burlington bunker elevator. Now we shouldn't be in here at all.
The Men in Black.
The Men in Black, yeah.
It looked like the builders here were radioing through. Look at them. Dogs over there.
Who knows? I don't know, I'm just hoping we ain't going to get locked down.
Every time we come here, something will happen. Usually.
Absolutely bonkers. I've never been able to get in here before. It's never been open. Shafts and fucking...
Is that a lift shaft in that room?
I don't know, it could be.
Check it.
Yeah, check it, the door's open.
I don't think it is, I think it's just the substation.
Park with that in the way so they can't see what we're doing, right?
I think that's just the substation.
You never know. Well, you never know.
Right now.
Yeah, do you reckon? Do you reckon?
It's worth a check, the door's open.
Right.
Matt is jumping out to check.
This is where Matt has the dog on him. I can hear the dog barking. Yeah, just do it.
How suspicious did he look?
Oh, you can't see it.
I think that might be a substation or
I know.
pumping room.
That's an elevator, we're jumping straight down now.
Yeah, innit?
It's just a storage room. It's a storage room. It's got little shelves and things in. But that's the type of thing that it would be. So, right, mate. How you doing? Yeah, it's alright. We're just looking where we used to work before. Just showing the boys around. Right. Yeah.
What are you turning it into?
Oh,
What are you turning it into?
Pig Flamingo.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, years ago.
What are you turning it all into now?
All around the back here?
Yeah.
Offices.
180 houses around the back here.
180 houses?
Oh, it's houses. I thought it was a new industrial.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Just checking up on you.
Oh, thanks, man. Cheers, bye.
Well, he seemed okay.
Now that's an air breather, look. See that thing there? It drops down 120 feet. That's air breathers.
Looks like they filled it in though.
No.
No, you can see the ladders going down the side. It must be like
That's to stop you falling in those things. But see all these cars? That's a separate secured area. That's a separate security area. And there's a lift shaft over there. And it's probably just for that new building. But they've always had like 2 perimeter fences. So you get inside the base, and then you've got a security fence within the base. Right? But we can just pretend like, oh, we don't know where we are.
This is the one where they say turn the lights off, innit?
Security up there.
So what's this place?
It's meant to be private owned.
Yeah. No, this is all the old military base now.
Go, go, go! They didn't even see us.
We just got to the old police station.
It's because there's so many workmen working.
Yeah, building site. That's how all the old other explorers got in last time. It's because it was a building site. They all got into Burlington.
Yeah. Now look at this. Now we're getting all the way up to the data center, which is extremely high security.
It's all those. Yo, I didn't notice all them people then coming out of it. I just filmed them all.
I guarantee you, right? This place is working for GCHQ, and we've just driven into their data center place that they're building. Yeah.
Every time we're in a group, it's like we walk in places like we own the place.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah. Can you tell me what Burlington bunker entrance is now? I'm trying to get in.
I think we're invisible.
No one's what is going on? Yo, nobody's even looked at us. This is supposed to be high security.
What the heck?
This ain't high security.
What is going on here?
Well, it is high security because there's probably a lot of cameras up there. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
the
it
razor
is
wire.
high security, but these people aren't doing a good job.
No, they're not.
If we got a couple of high vises on, we could walk anywhere we wanted.
I know.
We don't even need that.
Yeah, we don't even need access.
This is the old police station. They moved the police station from up there to by here. Used to be in there apparently. So it's not the police station anymore. Staff canteen.
Still looks like that. That's a police vehicle.
It is. It's got the flashes, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's always that there.
Yes, 100% a police vehicle.
Staff canteen, H suite.
Aye, and that's a police vehicle and all. It's got an NPR camera in window.
Do you want to go and get some food?
Yeah,
in the staff
honestly, let's
canteen?
go in.
Yeah, should we just bowl
Try
in?
and get some food in the staff canteen.
Frontline Security Solutions. What is this?
Matt is going into the canteen of one of the most secure places in the UK, but it's not so secure. Oh, he's in!
God.
Gosh. Oh my god, he's in.
Matt, right, this is like maximum security, right? And it says staff canteen. And Matt's
He's
just
getting his phone ready to start recording.
Matt's just opened the door and started pulling in. Yo, he's going in, he ain't that.
He's gone. So it turned into like Matt's scenic tours, and now he's gone waltzing into one of the most high security facilities on the planet, where they house the Trident Defence submarine, nuclear submarine.
Right under our feet.
He's just waltzing into the canteen.
Can you imagine if he didn't pull in? It's like a high-speed pursuit. Match, pull over. They're trying to kill me.
Okay, check this out for surreal. Down the side of the building, all the way at the back, there's a fire exit open, and there was a woman sort of mooching around in there. As I sort of went and stuck my head around the corner, there's all the bloody blueprints are on the wall.
Blueprints for
The new site.
This site.
The new site, yeah.
Yeah, which I should have taken a photo of, but I was going to say, does anybody else want to come down?
I'm sure he's got rave written.
the rave yard.
Yeah, rave yard it says on it. Rave yard.
Should I just drive off?
Mate,
Oh, you take the keys just in case.
Steve's gonna get banged up abroad. Oh man.
I feel like I work for fucking MI5 boys.
Got the blueprints.
I got the blueprints of the base here, boys. Look, proper detail.
Well, I'm guessing Frontline Security Solutions are not doing a very good job.
You know,
What, dog walkers?
Yeah, but they all wear the same clothes. It's like standard issue, you know, they're walking their dog, but they're not really dog walkers, they've got radios and they're security, but they're looking like dog walkers. And
So they're in
like
disguise?
the base. Yeah. No, drone zone. That's after me, man. That is fucking after me. Because that was not there, and I have done this. I've done the whole fucking place. That's because of me. Fucking wankers.
So, a lot of you will probably remember what this area is. We started here on the Area 51 episode, the UK Area 51 episode. But over here is one of the entrances to the Burlington bunker. and we believe we can get inside it.
Take a photo and show that was like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, take a photo.
It's because they've welded doors down there, that's what they've done.
Oh yeah, isn't it?
So guys, we was hoping this was going to be a possible entrance, but probably since my video it's been completely sealed up. We couldn't get that far last time. As you can see, they've taken away them iron bars and replaced it with welded sheet steel.
Glass beam, yeah. It used to be just a sort of bars, but now that's... See these here? They've still got the iron bars behind it. These are tacked on the front.
Yeah.
You can feel air coming out of there, which means it's open, which it's never been before, and not like that. They've opened it underground. They're using this as a breather. That's open underground, but you ain't get through that.
No.
Not reckon.
So I don't think they're worried anymore, because no one's going to get in through there.
Unless you have an acetylene torch or something.
Yeah.
Just bang it, tap it or something.
Right. Just showing the boys now what it's like, but... Guys, we don't have pretty solid. So I don't know if we can get it this way, but it's being used.
Don't know, you know. I mean, like, it's only held on by...
We just had to leave that bit because police arrived. Not sure why. It's public property still. But yeah, armed response turned up. So we've just made it out. We've abandoned my car and we jumped in Matt's car. Got to keep on the move because they're probably tracking our phones. So Matt says anyway. So I mean, how did they know we were there? You know, I didn't see no cameras or anything.
In black return.
I don't know, but that was arm response. It had the yellow circle, the orange circle.
Close shave that one.
We should go and surveil them from somewhere.
Extra 30 seconds at the end of the road.
Yeah.
We needed him right down the end.
Yeah, because I wasn't even going to climb out of
I've
there.
seen him coming up the road. If I wouldn't have been watching that van, I'd have seen him a lot sooner.
I think they do is try and look up at 45 degrees and see if you can see
Yeah, I'll give him that.
the police car up there. If it's still there, it might be worth turning around and not making our way up there just yet.
Still over.
Yeah.
Dogs, got dogs.
Oh shit. Just drive right past.
Your video, man.
Holy shit.
We got dogs.
Police dogs and everything.
Yeah.
They're coming back to the car to come up here.
Well, that's not good. It's happening all again.
So private about it.
Yo, firearms unit.
Firearms response.
Firearms unit.
Yeah, they're coming for us. They're coming for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, firearms unit.
Yeah. Oh no, not again. Don't make off.
Don't make off. Don't make off.
Whatever you do, just don't stop recording. If they tell you to, don't stop recording. They're on to us right now.
They are coming up on us.
Not again, guys.
Yo,
The lights are going to come on. Slow down, Matt.
Yeah, you're making off a bit too fast.
Right behind us.
Checking the registration now.
yeah, behind you.
There's one of the air breathers over there, look on the right hand side.
Yo, guys, what should we say? We're just doing a documentary.
Yeah. Doing a documentary on the underground spaces of the UK.
Of course, he's still on a slow down, Matt. If
Yeah,
someone
he's
comes
got
the
it.
other way.
He's going to do you for reckless.
Yeah, he is.
I know, but
It's
still.
not. You can get done for dangerous driving, bro.
I think it's a private road actually.
Yeah, we watch them, but don't come the other way. Oh, how are we gonna get out of here? We're trapped.
Oh no.
Go up to it, might have a pressure sensor.
Yeah, done.
Oh yeah, lights.
Lights are on. What?
you doing?
Hello,
Hi.
boys. You've just been picked up a bit.
Yep.
So, just to let you know, you haven't committed any offences. I just want to let you know we're in the area and keep an eye on the place. That's
Yep.
all.
Okay.
Because obviously you know us.
I know.
We've spoken to us loads of times.
Yeah.
We're just doing a documentary on all the underground stuff. It's great.
Matt's showing us around.
On the bloody wall or something, but yeah.
But if you'd spoken to us, obviously you didn't have to walk away from me. You've done nothing wrong. Because obviously the hole you went through is about 25 years old.
Yeah, I
So
know.
the worst thing you've done is committed criminal damage to zip ties.
Well, we didn't do that.
The thing was open, yeah. I suppose the car doesn't. I was about to say the car with the Exploring Fighters probably doesn't help.
We know you from the last video you did.
Yeah.
Obviously when you went up to Rudloe North.
Yeah, that was a really 1.7 million views.
Yeah, but 1.7 million views.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it's done really good.
No, I watched it. I'm curious as well.
No, I love the videos. It's a good. Everyone does. It's an adrenaline rush.
Who's Dan?
Me.
You're Dan.
Yeah.
That's your vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So if we promise not to go in, will you let us in? Yeah, but if we don't.
So what
try to
secrets
get
are?
in,
If
then
you don't commit criminal damage, there's no offences committed.
Right. Okay. So we could say you said it was all right to get in, and we just go down, like, yeah.
No.
What happens if we find a manhole and somehow go down a manhole in there?
I'll be very. If you find a manhole, can you let us know? Because it's something we don't know about.
Okay. I was quite surprised actually. I was expecting armed response with police with guns out.
Well, you sort of got an armed response because the two of us that are on duty are armed.
All right. Okay.
Well, we're here to look after the.
Could I ask a favour?
That's what it's silver, isn't it?
Could you lie me on the floor and point your weapons just so I can get a picture? Just for the thumbnail.
My face that ends up on you. The worst thing you've committed is driving 30 miles an hour down a one-way.
We told you to slow
I
down.
told you.
We knew it was you. As soon as we
Private
saw the
road.
vehicle with the CV area, we knew it was you.
Private.
Right, so you want to drive back and go and get your car then?
Yes, please.
Possibly. Yeah. But we're gonna have to switch vehicles now, and we're gonna have to put on different disguises.
So you're going to have to hide yourself.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rent some cars.
I'll say, and Explorers with fighter stickers on the side of the car.
Yes, probably not my smartest move. I blame the fans for that. They sent me that in my PO box, fans.
You're sort of kind of indiscreet in your tatty old Galaxy.
Oh, thanks, yeah.
Oh, no,
I tried to keep it as muddy as possible so the number plate's not showing, but we won't talk about that, yes. You have the grills though. Somebody
if you want to
waiting
go back
to come
to
out.
Q7, if you want to carry on chatting, I'm more than happy to chat to you and kind of diverse information if that helps.
Yeah, okay.
But there's not a lot that Matt doesn't know already, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
No, he's into everything round
Matt
here.
knows.
Well, you never know what sort of interesting things will drop out if we have a chat. Where do you want to
No,
go?
Go back to the car. Go back to your
Go
car.
to the car, yeah?
No worries.
Alright then, we'll see you in a minute.
Wow, guys, you guys are the chillest cops ever in the UK.
Told you.
It's because it's because it came up Matthew Williams.
He's a fanboy though of Dan. That's
Yeah.
why he's so chill. And Dan, too.
I think Dan's getting up there in the scale of Rudloe Manor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the police turned out to be pretty good. I'm actually here right now. We got found out. They chased us. But you know what? He seemed pretty cool, so we're going to speak to him right now.
You know.
What do you
No,
know
actually-
about that?
No, I phoned up.
Car, do you know anything?
It's only personal opinion from what I saw that I was in that video.
Oh yeah.
It did seem quite maybe heavy-handed or overreactive. It was quite funny.
We just thought it was an excuse to stop him.
Well, I phoned up the police and they had no record of ever stopping us.
I knew they'd followed us. I was
freedom
like,
of
"Damn."
information to ask.
Yeah.
They
had no, it wasn't a freedom of information request, but I rang them up and I said about, because I had debt collectors coming at my door for some parking tickets in London, but probably my fault. In fact, I think it was my fault. And I said that my car had been cloned and they wanted proof. I said, well, there's a video online, it's got over 1 million views, you can see that. The police stopped us, told us the car was cloned. They wanted more proof, so I rang the police to see if I could get evidence of the stop, and they had no recollection of ever being stopped, which was great, but I never did anything with that footage apart from now.
Yeah. There we are. See, Rudloe Manor, once they get to know you, they're alright. But when they don't know you, which was earlier on, possibly, then it gets more interesting. But if they know you, it can be quite nice.
I didn't realise you were this famous, Matt.
They didn't like you guys very much.
I didn't realise you were this famous. I mean, you told us you were this famous, but we didn't believe you.
It's not famous.
You're famous, Matt.
Infamous.
Okay, infamous. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I'm still some ways.
They are very confident we can't get into the Burlington bunker.
Very confident.
But,
very cocky. They're
Matt,
so cocky.
what do you say to that?
There's even a way down there I can spot. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say on film.
This is like in Dragon Ball Z when the opponent gets too cocky, thinks they're invincible, but then Goku beats the shit out of them in the end. Yeah, we're gonna get this.
we're gonna go. What we're gonna do? I think I don't even like the Ultra Instinct. I think I'm gonna go for like I don't know, Super Saiyan Blue, KO Ken times 100. That's probably where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I think that's the right level for it. I think Ultra Instinct would be like
blasting through the doors.
Yeah. I just saw a dog. That was a wild one. Oh.
No, it's not a wild dog. You made me panic. Was it you and dogs, Steve?
No, I'm calm. You see me.
So it turns out the copper is a subscriber. He was really cool. So yeah, me and Steve. Don't forget, check out my boy Steve Ronan. You already know. Check him out. We are going to go down, take some more pictures down here, and then head to the next location. So before we hit to the next location, don't forget, check out High Times Exploring, Dark Arts Paranormal. You already know my boys, and we are going to be doing it all day long. Everyone's stumbling and wobbling around because our legs are numb from yesterday. Anyway, we got away from that area. We'll come to grab some food and then conduct more research.
Alien bodies, and they went to Porton Down, which is on Salisbury. Most deadly viruses on the planet. If any of those viruses got out, we'd all be dead in about 2 weeks, they say. Bro.
Yeah, so we just got out.
Yo, they're after us, man.
They are after us.
We are currently being tailed by the police and unmarked unit.
Police dogs. Something's going on, guys. In the UK, it's not so secure. Oh, it's in! Just have to leave that bit because police arrived. Armed response turned up. Just drive right past.
Video, man. Dogs, we got dogs.
Police dogs and everything. What's happening all again?
What's he still on a slow down, mate?
Yeah, he's got
the other way.
He's gonna do you for reckless.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna get out of here, we're trapped. Oh no.
Go up to it, might have a pressure sensor.
What?
Oh, you already know what's going on. Oh, where's Matthew Williams' car?
Like UFOs, weird things that shouldn't be in our airspace, and they are the specialists that go out.
I recognise you, so
that guy got out, came out of nowhere. There we go. Skynet Drive.
Oh, wait a minute, someone else.
Wait, they're just driving straight in.
No, he's turning around, bro.
He's shouting Matthew. Oh, he's got dogs. Morning, Carl. So what happened?
Nothing.
What happened this morning, Carl?
Nothing happened.
Do you know who booked this hotel?
No.
Me. I did. I booked this hotel. My name's on it. My credit card details. And Carl, what did you decide to do this morning?
Nothing.
Should we go and take a look at this nothing?
Nothing to see, man.
I can smell it. I can smell it from here.
You can't smell anything.
I can smell it.
You can't smell anything.
I can smell. Oh, it smells stinks in here.
You can't smell anything, man. It's all good.
It smells like someone's singed a cat. Look at the state of that. Right, so talk us through how you did this catastrophe.
I didn't.
Right, so you had 2 hair dryers, one in each of your shoes, trying to dry them out from Drake's Island yesterday, and your shoes started to melt, which then melted the carpet.
No, that didn't happen. That's not what happened, man.
Look at it. You like with them guilty dog videos. Look at just look at me. Look at the guilty face. Look at the guilty face. Guys, that's a £500 bill coming my way. I'm pretty sure of it. That's a whole new carpet. That's not just a. Yeah, I'm sure the receipts will. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, right. We're all done. We're all done. Yeah, no need to worry anymore.
Mind you, there's some other stuff in there.
Yeah, let's put the ironing board on top too. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll put the drawers across, cover the fire exit. I don't know. Maybe turn the TV on. It'll cast enough shadow that you can't see it.
Thing is, right. I dried them out on setting 1. Slowest setting, it's like, yeah, everything's fine. Then I woke up in the morning, it spilled a little bit, you know, wet. So I thought, I'll put it on high speed. It's only gonna like heated it up so much. It's melted the rubber off my shoes.
Yeah, you've melted the glue.
That's what it's done there, because I had the thing here, and it's gone like, and that's literally just like heated up.
Wait, it actually made that noise?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, guys, I'm trying not to think about that, but we have a massive day ahead of us. This is the return to Corsham, the return to the UFO graveyard. UK Area 51, you already know this is where it gets crazy. And guess who is going to be taking us? Mr. Williams. You ready, Josh? There's going to be a 90% chance you're going to get arrested and put into a military prison.
I'm ready then for that.
Let's go.
It's a story.
Let's go.
Well, fighters, it is that time again. Our yearly trip to the Spookville. Now, yeah, you can see here, Area 51 UK was not our doing, but this was our doing. The first time we came, we hit worldwide news. We flooded the news with stories, mystery, and being chased by the Men in Black. But why, you ask? Why come back every year to this place? Well, this place has so many mysteries yet to be unturned. It would be foolish not to. And we still got to get to that red door, you already know. So this video, we are going above ground. We are talking about everything going on. Everything around the Corsham area. Part 2 will be underground. Heading to the red door. Finding out if it's open, if we can get to it, and if someone's going to stop us before we do. I do want to say a massive thank you to Matthew Williams though. The man is a wealth of knowledge. In the UFO community, he is regarded as a god. I mean, the guy has so much knowledge on everything. He's literally a walking military and UFO dictionary almost. Great guy, and yeah, if you haven't checked out his channel, make sure you definitely do. These drone clips came from his. Just in case you're watching, MOD wasn't me. Anyway, as you can see here, this is over the CCC, different areas of it, showing the vents. This is Matthew Williams footage. Like I said, he's showing some of the air vents and breathers that lead to the Burlington bunker, which is the UK Area 51 underground city. Oh, and I just want to show a couple more clips as well. I mean, check this out. Ancient Aliens from the History Channel went.
What seems to be an underground system, and if the stories that Nick told me are true, then underneath our feet is a vast system of tunnels and underground facilities. And then a police car showed up and said, well, I think it's time for you to leave.
Now, if all this hasn't shocked you yet, wait till you see this next clip. It's Matthew Williams in the 90s. Look at his hair. Matthew Williams has hair. So this is Matthew Williams in the underground facility, checking out some of the entrances that lead into the Burlington bunker. Him and his team used to go and attack this place constantly. They wanted answers, and because of them, a lot of stuff got declassified, a lot of information came out. I'm going to leave this clip in now that you can watch, but honestly, go over and watch some of Matthew Williams' old videos.
Okay, I want your first impressions. What do you think of what you're just about to see?
Nice flowers. Oh, no, it's great.
No smoking, so I'll put the cigarette out.
Terrorism bombs alert.
We're with the Alien Acknowledgement Campaign, and we're interested in information about the underground bunker system and whether you actually have exotic technology stored away down there.
Mr. Howley or Mr. Hosking, tell us anything about extraterrestrials underground here?
Right.
No.
Do you mind leaving, please?
Matthew Williams. Timothy Good. Well, Matthew Williams, yeah.
Matthew Williams.
No, Timothy Good.
I thought you get cheesed off with coming down here.
I love it.
You get hooked off it so often now.
We've taken these guys on.
They'll give you a pass in there. You've been here so often. Well, yeah.
And almost 30 years later, we return.
Okay, so we're on the road going to meet Matthew Williams now at Screwfix because he's not enjoying this rain. We got umbrellas though.
Yeah, we're ready.
and then we're going to venture to CCC and Skynet Drive.
You haven't met yet.
But if we do like this, it's
Josh has bought us women's umbrellas. They're tiny. The kids want kids.
£5.
Kids umbrellas.
£5.
Thanks, Josh. Right, let's go and buy some waterproofs. Oh, you already know what's going on. Oh, we're in Matthew Williams' car. Oh no, you don't understand what's about to happen. If you've not seen the last videos, oh man, you need to watch them because it is crazy. When you know we are squatted up in Matthew Williams' car, shit's about to go down. Oh, and guess what? Steve isn't here. Yeah. We got Josh as a replacement.
I'll take that though.
Oh man, Steve, where are you in the comments? Who's gonna do better, under pressure, Steve or Josh? We'll find out.
See. I might be freaking out when cops stop us.
Oh, they're probably gonna ram raid us.
We got an instrument that we're going to strap to Josh. It's called a wee-wee meter, and it will tell you how much he's shitting himself.
Oh, and by the way, Matthew, no wandering into any secure bases this time, please.
Okay. So, underneath us now, starting at this point, and I can just drive you to the other side. I can say, hey, the underground is starting now. The underground is under us. Here, it keeps going. And if you want to, you can speed this up or you can do it in real time. We're still driving through underground tunnels if we're underground. So there's underground tunnels on that side, on that side. On the right hand side of here is where Dan got involved because this is Copenhagen. There's underground tunnels. That's underneath here. So we're still driving through underground.
This is where we first ever saw the Men in Black.
This is it, the Men in Black. Yeah. We actually went in the slope shaft. This is the slope shaft right there.
Right there.
No way, look.
Yeah, that's one of them.
There is, there. So that's the original one there.
Yeah.
Now can we talk about like the Area 51 of the UK? What is it? Like what are we doing? Like where are we?
They used to investigate UFOs here. There was a thing called the Flying Complaints Flight, and they were guys that used to go out as like the Men in Black. They would be dressed in suits, they would interview witnesses, and they would take their stories, and then they would tell them to not tell anybody, to shut up basically about the stories. So we still got underground, we're still driving, there's still underground underneath us. It's crazy.
So what was it supposed to be, the RF? Like what was this supposed to technically be known as besides the UFO thing?
Royal Air Force Police, otherwise known as the Red Caps. They are specially trained RAF guys that go out and do the police work, but they have special wings that do police to do with bombs that have been dropped off aircraft accidentally. Flying complaints would be things like somebody flew their jet low over my house and smashed the windows. They would do the investigation on that. And then to the far end of the spectrum would be like UFOs, weird things that shouldn't be in our airspace, and they are the specialists that go out. So they would be working with intelligence officers, radar officers, you know, all the way up to the highest echelons of the MOD. They wanted to know about what this stuff was because it shouldn't be there in our airspace. So we're coming now to about the limit of where the tunnels would stop on this side. So, and just down here, this is RAF Rudloe Manor. There used to be a big sign up there saying RAF Rudloe Manor. It's now been taken down. The manor house is still here. It's been gutted out. But behind it, all the old buildings that used to be where the RAF police were based, all those buildings are still there. So we may go and take a look in a bit.
Nice. What were they doing in that manor house?
100% we know, guaranteed they were investigating UFOs. The MOD denied it for many years. They said that they had no involvement, but eventually we were writing letters to them and we got an admission that they did investigate UFOs from this place. Sent out the officers to interview the witnesses. Sometimes the witnesses were asked to stay quiet, which means the MOD may have known a bit more about something.
And that's military defense, MOD.
MOD, Ministry of Defence, Royal Air Force, and the Red Caps. This is their base. They're known as the Provost and Security Service. Provost and Security Service, which means Provost is police and Security Service is the Security Service, as in like MI5, MI6. So Provost and Security Service.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know like 20 years ago I was reading. They said like 20 years ago that not many people knew about RAF bases, and so they were saying like they knew that there was a lot of stuff going on in Corsham,
yeah.
And they said like a lot of things were underground, but they were saying for a while that there's nothing underground, that there was no tunnels, but you can see it because of big hill patches.
I've literally stood outside the main gates for where I'm going to take you in a bit. This is a massive underground facility there. I said I wanted to speak to the base commander. He sent out a press officer, and I said to her, so can you tell us about the underground tunnels? She said, what underground tunnels?
Exactly.
And I'm like, what? Like the one that you can see that patch of earth there with a door in the side? Like those underground tunnels.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know about any underground tunnels. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's just interesting and fun. So I really wanted to do this, but we are going to be eventually going down in the underground mines and exploring, because there is a red door down there that would lead into the base.
There's a few entranceways in. The most famous is the red door, because it's got a long walkway going up to it, and then they had a camera there. And historically, it used to be that if you went near these doors and they saw you on camera, they would come out and get you. Now, what they've done is they put up this barriers so that you can't walk along that long tunnel to get to it anymore. But if you did get through that barrier, if the barrier happened to be open and you walked down there, they'd come out and get you today, because guess what? They're now reusing those tunnels. They went for many years saying there's nothing down there, it's all been shut down, and it's all been reactivated recently, and we don't know why.
The men in green are here now, though.
Men in green?
Men in green.
Boys, what are we getting ourselves into?
You have no idea yet. Oh wait, what t-shirt is that? Is it an alien? I was hoping you were going to have your pugs with flying donuts.
Well, it is an alien god, actually.
Oh, is it?
It's an alien god. He has tentacles. He's known as Cthulhu.
Yeah, Cthulhu. I was going to say
Cthulhu, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he's from another dimension. And his tentacles reach across the dimensions of space.
Really?
And pull people through.
What, you believe this?
It may be true. There are some people that believe that the Cthulhu mythos and the Necronomicon, which he has an app called, what's your app called?
Oh, Necrophonic.
Necrophonic, yeah. Well, Necronomicon is sort of an ancient text by a mad Arab called Abdul al-Hazred, I think it is, and it talks about incantations and spells. Looks pretty much the same thing as Aleister Crowley was talking about, but honestly it's just fiction, because back in the day, if you were publishing books that were kind of like telling people the real way to summon demons and spirits and gods and whatever, then you'd get into trouble. So what it had to be done is kind of maybe done as fiction. So, yeah.
We do this the professional way these days. We've got our kids' umbrellas. Look at that, I can't even get under it.
It's protecting the camera, it's all that matters.
It's not designed, it's for cameras. It doesn't care about the human. It's a camera umbrella. Sorry, was over in that direction. And Monkton Farley over in that direction. These were the largest bomb dumps in Europe. I mean, you had like millions and millions of tons of weaponry underground stored here, and it was basically, you know, they didn't want this place bombed out. But you had a place for the royal family as well. It was a bunker that they could come, if London got bombed out, they'd come down here. So they had a whole city, 5,000 people every day working underground. 5,000. The manor was kind of bluffed in a way, you know, because there were a few surface things, but they didn't talk about what went on underneath. And the locals kept the secret pretty much, you know, many years after the place closed down and after the war. A lot of people still didn't know that this place was here. It's only like in the last 20, 30 years that people have really come to know about its existence.
Car.
Bad?
Oh, this is when the paranoia runs high, because you know it's going to be
This guy's like freaking Men in Black. It's in an all-black Range Rover.
Uh-oh, what's we doing? What happened last time we did this?
Yeah.
I do. I think I recall, you know, doing this place and the police pulling us over.
Yeah, I remember them chasing us.
And the place the car was stolen.
Yep. I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday. Getting chased down by violent police.
I think it was already like that though.
Whoa. That's a military one. Boys. Yeah, I know.
The manor looks beautiful though. There's some black cars here. And a military car is down there in the back. Can't really see that much.
Now, I didn't know this years ago, because I heard there was an underground bunker underneath this bit. And There was and there wasn't. It was supposed to be underground, but they didn't end up putting it underground. It was actually here. It was a radar control station. They used to call them rotor bunkers. And this dealt with the whole of southern England. And they had UFO sightings appear on their radar screens, and they would send out interceptor jets from where we're standing now. They would be like, you know, something unknown on screen, scrambled jet, and that would be happening pretty much about here right now. You see photos of Rudloe Manor, you see women with a big board, like a map, and they look down. They look down from above, like people shout commands down to the women.
Yeah, that's in there?
They've got the board, they've got the long sort of reach, I don't know what you call them.
Yeah, because they're all looking at the table.
They're looking at the table, and they push things around on the table. And the women,
that's this manor.
That would have been about here, in this section. They knocked it down, so all of that was here. And that was
I've seen that picture online.
That's the picture, but everybody thinks, because they see it, they say, oh look, it looks like a bunker, yeah?
Yeah.
But it was actually on the surface. It's one of the only ones that they actually had on the surface. Most of them, rotor bunkers, are underground.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
What do you think you're doing in here?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I recognise you, so would you mind exiting stage left?
Right, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Now, I saw you break the fence down.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you caught us just by people breaking in and being nosy.
We were just breaking, we were just going to walk around.
There was a bloody great sign there, it says private, keep out.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you can't read, obviously.
No chance of seeing up the back then?
No, you've been up there, you know there's sod all up there, derelict.
Yes, I know, but we're just interested in the UFO history. And
well, I've got a different interpretation of UFO.
Yeah. Okay.
With the letter spelling out.
What, you fuck off, exactly. Yeah. I tried lifting it, but it just fell apart.
Well, what makes you think you're allowed to do?
Well, you know, it just...
Anyway, I'm not going to argue.
Okay, alright.
My brief is to keep people out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was just here exploring.
He's come a long way from the States and he wanted to see it.
Well, just watch your thing on YouTube.
I know.
Keep dry then.
That's true.
They all want to come and visit in person, that's the trouble.
Yo, that guy came out of nowhere.
He did literally come out of
nowhere. Wait, no, he was nice though. He was nice.
He was nice, bro. He was very sarcastic. He was not
sarcastic,
nice.
but he was nice.
So this is the start. This is exactly what happens every time.
This is the reason they don't get the traffic. Why would they not sell it?
I'll say that again. Yeah, so the guy just picked it out. He was nice.
This place never gets sold. It's been on the market for like however many years. It never ever gets sold, and people can't understand why. And maybe they build the houses around it because they want to hide something. And we're going to go and see the Commercial Computer Centre later on. They build a whole housing estate around an entrance to a bunker that you would never realise is there. So what's here?
Every time we come around this area, police just appear out of nowhere. Everyone's car's marked. You know, Dan's car was actually marked from about 2 years ago when we came here.
No, I've got a new car since then.
Oh, you are?
Oh no, but no, and then
they'll still run for your details.
No, we came back again. Do you remember? We came back again and got chased, and my car was and then it was my car.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
What are they hiding? What are they hiding?
It really just don't make sense then.
Yeah, you know why? Because I tell you what it is. This place has never existed. Yeah. So therefore, all the security around it is they had ANPR sensors before anywhere in the world. You know, like they had secret cameras that you couldn't see. You know, in trees, and when you drive down the road, it picks up your number plate. And we proved this years ago because we were literally driving along, and like we just got into town. We pulled into the middle of nowhere. And like within seconds, police car came up to us and like, all right boys, how are you doing? What's going on? And I'm like, what? You know, and this was like years before people saw these little cameras on poles. You know, this is what we're talking in the 1990s, yeah?
Right.
And this stuff didn't exist, and we were like, whoa, what's going on? They know when you're here. Once you're here, then they sort of like their alert level raises, you know?
Right.
And this place doesn't exist. It's like, you know, there's nothing to see here. There's nothing going on. We put this place so far on the map. You know, we've talked about this place so much and put it so far on the map. They just said, do you know what? Why don't we just use this place? Like, and go full, you know, go on the record and say to people that we're here. So what they've done now is they've actually spent like 670 million, nearly £1 billion on a new base up there, which is akin to the NSA, GCHQ. It's a tracking station, it's an intelligence station, and it's out in the open. But guess what they did? When they put it here, then they reactivated the bunkers, they reactivated all the stuff, and they said, hey, you can't come into the underground stuff now. So that's all back in use. So they went from saying it's not in use and allowing cameras to go in a little bit of it. Yeah, they had like TV shows and they were like, look, it's all just old tunnels, you don't want to come in here. Now, that's all back in use.
Okay.
And they admit that. They've said that it is back in use, so yeah. Public Records Office, there's actually a letter we found, which is from the Ministry of Defence to the Secretary of State, saying, this guy Matt Williams, he keeps asking us questions, what approach should we take with him? And the Secretary of State wrote back and he said, do not tell him anything. So they can't take me into any confidences or sort of like show me anything or allow me to see the bunkers. It's like nothing. So every time I ask a question, I just get stonewalled. That's the policy.
What's that? They look like barracks.
Yeah.
Barracks.
They've left all this stuff looking run down for years so that they could make out that there was nothing going on at this base. And this stuff is now being knocked down because they know that the game they were playing of saying there's nothing going on here, look, it's all old crap, there's nothing happening here, when it was all going on underground. This was all to make people think, you know, play it down low key. Now they know the game's up. They're spending all the money, like £1 billion on the base down there, which is all built. They're knocking all this down now and turning it into houses because the game's up. You know, there's no point in keeping up the light. Some of the old base, and now there's a massive data center down here, which is probably for GCHQ. This is GCHQ's computers. This is like the NSA's computers are located on this site.
Right.
So you go from complete crap and nothing to see here. This is the old story, and in about 30 seconds you're going to see the new story. They've actually reopened the fire station. Now there's no reason to have a fire station for an above ground base. The reason the fire station has to be open is because of the underground base. That's why that fire station is there. It's the underground stuff.
Dang.
Yeah, and there's your fire station. Yeah. They wouldn't need that. They would not need that. And see, there's people in there, it's like manned 24/7. This is not like your normal fire stations, which is like they bring in the people when there's an emergency. They're there.
Well, think about it, I mean, the gates are closed, can you imagine the emergency? That means they're going to unlock the gate and everything.
Yep.
So, you know, it's clear for the underground.
Yeah.
And in fact, do you not remember when we went in one time and the gates were open and we asked the fire brigade, and he said, oh, I've been down there once, but there's nothing down there, that's what he said.
Yeah, there's nothing down there. There's nothing to see here, boys. Operation Security Command Center, GOSCC. They call it the GOSC. If you ring them on the phone, they go, hello, GOSC.
Oh, nice. Right here, yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
So what will they do from this headquarters there, Mark?
They'll have screens, they'll have like a command room, you know, where it's like different parts of the world, different operations, pins on the map. It takes the place of the women who have the little sticks pushing the things around on the flat map, you know?
Yeah.
So up here you've got Spring Park. Now this is, honestly folks, this is publicly owned. This is owned by the public. This is just a data center. It's nothing to do with the thing across the road, honestly. This massive data center, nothing to do with the facility across the road. Honestly, I guarantee you it's got nothing to do with it.
Massive?
Yeah.
This is how it starts, Mum. This is how it starts.
So one of the things a lot of people on my original Area 51 video said was they were saying, oh, you know, Matt's full of crap, you know, Skynet, he's talking about Terminators now. Well, we're going to go to a place to prove you wrong. Skynet is actually a true thing, and it basically controls all the satellites, and it's situated on a road called Skynet Drive. We're going to take a look at that.
Yep.
Open the windows. So are we going to Skynet Drive now?
No, I know where we're going.
This is where the police got us last time.
Right, so we'll take a look at Skynet Drive after we've been here.
Well, every time we come onto this road, the police turn up within 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes sometimes.
Yeah. Wait, so this is Skynet Drive?
No. This is just another drive with a bunker entrance to the left.
We've still got underground stuff underneath us, and basically there must be some secret entranceways or exits around here, because whenever we come here, it seems like, you know, you get the police turn up. So
just for this road, there's nothing on it.
There's nothing on it. I mean, it's all people's homes now. You know, they've got like apartments up here. So why do they keep, you know, running around if there's just apartments?
I mean, it doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah, well, this little thing by here, see this here? This had all the alarms in it. This was the alarms for the underground base. So they had like a panel on the wall, and it would be all the fire alarms and everything in there, and the keys. So in the past, you would drive up to here, and you get your key, and you'd go down underground, but in case there were fires, this is where it was all controlled from. So you can see, you know, we're kind of still on top of underground tunnels, you know, everywhere we are, but we don't know where the secret entrances and exits are. It could be just under a cover of, you know, like moss or something.
Just right under here, yeah.
You know, just entrance opens up. Could be something like that.
Shit, guys, we have exploring to do.
We'll take you to show you an old walkway that goes down the old quarry stuff. So this is where we normally park, and this is where they seem to sort of come. So if we get in and out really quickly, we may not get police attention, but...
This is where the spooks come quick, get out, boys.
For real?
Yeah,
no, seriously.
Yeah.
The amount of times you hang about.
I love this place for some reason.
The car already.
Oh, okay.
The car already.
See, I'm freaked out already.
Yeah. The apartments, you know, they've got old age apartments up there, so...
Let's do this quickly.
Oh, are we locked up?
This is crazy.
Right, so if you remember rightly, last time we was here, anti-terrorism police kind of turned up. It was armed response, wondering what we were doing. Now, I parked my car here, and Matthew, we were in Matthew's car, and he took chase, kind of, and yeah, they chased us down, but they was here in a very quick time. Let's see how fast we get it this time.
This is how we got in. Whoa. So which one's this called, do you know? This will go into Burlington, Spring Quarry.
Burlington? Yeah, this is the big one. The Burlington bunker.
The thing is also, is like, we're not doing anything wrong.
No, we're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, we're not doing anything, we're not vandalizing, we're just literally looking at stuff. But it has a lot of story and history to it. And
every time you come here, somebody's cut a new hole. Right, and every time we come here and we see the police, they go like, "Oh, was it you who did this hole?" And we're like, "No." But it's like, this is new. Next week there'll be another one here and another one. And the police say, "It's nothing to do with it anymore. You don't use this place. We're not underground. It's nothing to do with us." So then we watch someone, the police come out with a load of cable ties and that ties it up. Right. And it's like, yeah, the thing like this, no one is using it. Why are they using it up? Yeah. There you go. Right there.
Wait, what happened?
Right, okay. If anybody knows anything about conservation, bats are like treated like gods, you know, like don't touch a bat, you'll get fined, you don't go down the caves, you don't disturb their habitat, you do not disturb. You can get fined thousands of pounds, put in prison for disturbing a bat's habitat. But when it comes to the Ministry of Defence and this disused tunnel, which just happens to get a little bit too close to the tunnels they don't want you going near, they sealed up completely what used to be bars for the bats to come in and out. They sealed it up, so now it's just metal. It's just total metal, and to compensate for that, all around the area around here, they built bat boxes. So they're little houses, basically. They look like houses with roofs on, and we were suspicious, what were they? And when we found out, they're actually just holes in the windows and things for the bats to come in and out of, and that was to compensate for closing down the bat, you know, the bat home, where the bats had roosted for many years. Yeah, there's rumours that there could be sort of pressure plates or some sort of vibration sensors in this area, because it's always weird how the police seem to turn up. You know, they can't be patrolling down here all the time, but they seem to sort of turn up. But it could be a mixture of ANPR cameras situated where we don't know. Once my number plate comes up, then they start patrolling quite heavy in the areas they know we might be. So yeah, could be a mixture. Could be some sort of like, hello. We're here.
Yo. Oh, yo, what? Yo, there's a siren going off.
Could be a drill.
Sounds like a siren in the distance.
Let's see. What, do you not remember every time I came here? Every time I come to the spot, we always hear that weird sensor sound, like a high pitch.
Yeah, high pitch noise.
But I've not heard it.
Oh. No, I don't.
A white car.
Oh man, that scared me.
White, I thought it could be the
yeah. I thought it was spooks already. But why did they slow down? They always slow down when they see a car here.
We can keep moving if we want.
And it's funny as well, because like for the middle of nowhere, right here, they always have lights. This is wired for we're in the middle of nowhere. It's always been wired to have little lights. So it's like maybe to give us secret cameras hidden in one of the trees, to give it just enough light to see what's going on. Because why are there lights here? I mean, we're down a, where do you see like down a lane lights?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I know, I see your point. It seems like a lot of work. All this wiring stuff just for lights on here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's a pretty desolate road for what it is, and it's got the lights on it. Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe there's sensors in those lights.
Yeah.
Oh, the cameras in the trees, sensors on the fence, who knows?
No vehicles beyond this barn all day. Oh shit, you can't see. I'm trying to go further up.
They're all for sale.
Wow, yeah, they're all empty. Maybe this is a fake fucking...
Oh yeah, everything's for sale.
Wow.
Wow,
Where are they all for sale? I thought there were people living in all this stuff.
Yeah, there weren't the people living in there like 2 years ago.
There was, it was all full, man.
Yeah, but it's all for sale.
All empty.
Marketing suite, there's no one even in there.
Wow.
What the?
Another conspiracy.
Yeah.
They evacuated everyone.
Yeah, but all of it as well, look. Boom, boom. So strange.
Oh my god, all of it's for sale.
What?
Why?
So why is all these cars here?
How the hell?
Yeah, look, why is
This
all
used
the
to
cars
have
in?
people here.
Temporary visitors car packets of unlocked. But look, for sale. Look, for sale again. All for sale.
Everything's empty.
Everything's empty, look. Everything's for sale, look. Every one of them.
What's going on,
I
Matt?
don't think I'm really meant to be down
This
here,
is
so...
too strange.
Yeah.
Right, that is pretty damn weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have they built this as like a mock village kind of thing?
Maybe with COVID they had to get the actors who work here as living here. Maybe they had to like retire the actors. Put them on
So do you think there was actually actors here?
It's like Village of the Damned, isn't it? It's like maybe they're all aliens, and like you know, if you get them angry, their eyes will glow. But it's weird how like people were living here, and now maybe they all died because of COVID.
Yeah, or maybe they're all hybrid aliens.
Yeah, but think about all the amount of cars that are here, right? I've only seen one building with one light on. Yeah. The rest are all for sale. Why would there be about 50 cars for one house with lights on?
Everyone got kicked out for some reason, but why?
Doesn't make any sense.
We need answers. Active man.
I need answers.
Oh, that's this guy. Oh, he's a decorator, man. He's a painter.
Yes, ask him.
What? No.
All right, mate.
Excuse me.
Hello. How come there's so many places for sale? How come there's so many places for sale? There used to be people living in here years ago, and now it's all, I've just driven through and it's all for sale.
They're all over. It's a retirement village.
Yeah, I know, but what about all these ones that are for sale?
For sale?
Yeah, but there used to be people in them.
No, that's those ones. These are all new ones.
They're all new, are they?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
That makes sense, though.
It would, yeah.
No, that's not good.
Okay. No conspiracy here, boys. Time to move on.
I tell you, I think they were there.
Do you know what? That's jokes.
I think they were there before, and I've got drone footage to check this out. I'm going to check it out. I'm not buying it.
You're not buying the story?
I'm not buying the story, man.
So do you think he was lying?
I think he's lying, right? Because
He did look a bit suspicious, though, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Because when we came here 2 years ago, people living in there. No joke. They were living in there. So why is he saying they're all for sale?
Yeah.
Like,
right. This is one of the
everyone just
houses
doesn't sell
they
it,
built
do
for the bats.
Right there.
Yep.
That's cool. They built it just for the bat.
Just for the bats, because they wanted to close off the underground bunkers. So that's where they built the bat house, boys.
That's cool.
That's the bat cave.
No way, that big building.
It's no longer a cave. They couldn't afford the upkeep on a cave, so they had to build a house.
Guys, we are going to the famous Skynet Drive. You probably remember it from Terminator, you know, Skynet was destroying the whole of humanity and by robots. Well, Skynet is a real thing. It controls the satellites. Matthew's going to tell you all you need to know as soon as we get to Skynet Drive.
I actually met the doctor who invented the satellites, the Skynet satellites. He's a doctor, and he came to our ham radio club, and he was talking all about the Skynet satellites and da-da-da-da-da. And then I explained to him what I knew about some of this area, and I said, oh, you know, down in Corsham and Skynet and the CDCN, and he was like, yeah, that's right. He was just like, got a bit quiet then, you know, and there's that white car. So, yeah, he got a bit quiet, but you know, he acknowledged, yeah, it was sort of like to do with CDCN and it's all Ministry of Defence, but Skynet, and I actually met the guy who invented it.
Wow.
Yeah, can't remember his name now, but it was Doctor something. Yeah. Blink, right? There's an entrance to a bunker that goes underground.
Oh, right here.
This is Burlington Bunker entrance right there.
Burlington Bunker entrance, yeah. Now there's an escalator in there. Like, you know, in the London Underground, you have those big escalators going down underground?
Yeah.
That is in through those doors. Big escalators going down underground. Takes you know, a couple of thousand people an hour, you know, down underground.
Wow, that's cool.
So Matt, they've got actual signs up saying no drone zone because of you.
There's one there, look. No drone zone. Every few feet around this base now, they've got no drone zone because of the fact that I came here and there was nothing to stop you flying. There's no airspace at all, and I am a pilot. I've got a pilot's license, so I know what I'm talking about. So I legitimately flew my drone up and down. I mapped every single inch of this place. I got all the good, you know, spots from the air. Then they put these signs up saying no drone zone, no drone zone. So I said to one of the police officers who works down here, I said, well, hey, nothing's appeared on a map to say that you can't fly here since, because they don't want people knowing it's here. They don't want to put a big mark on the map saying important place, yeah? So there's still nothing to say that you can't fly a drone here apart from these silly signs. So I said to the police officer, these signs are not real, are they? And he said, no. That's right. See? Bogus. Bogus. It's a lie.
Bogus signs.
You can fly your drone here. The police can't do anything except just ask you for your details. That's it. Bye. Rubbish. So this place is a spookville. They lie, they lie, they lie.
Where are the spooks?
CN stands for Command of the Defense Communications Network. You know, like in the US, they've got Cheyenne Mountain. Well, that's like a headquarters where they'll communicate out to all the subs, all the boats, everything. But the CDCN controls the satellites, and those satellites are known as Skynet satellites. Okay, now they're floating around the whole of the globe, so that the Ministry of Defense and the Americans, they share part of the system together. Yeah, they can speak to anybody anywhere on the globe, pick up a satellite phone, be instantly connected, send data, communications, pictures. It's like internet. Before everybody had mobile phones and internet, yeah, these guys were using satellites to do what we do today. They can send pictures, video, data. They did it all first, and it was all facilitated through sites like this. Now, it used to look really dodgy, this place. It looked like a bunker. Now, because they've spruced everywhere up, they've spruced this place up too. And they put a nice new facade on it that hides the big old grey bunker buildings. And look, there's an ANPR camera there. They want to know when we're getting close, you see? So, yeah. So this is the base here. And you can see there's lots of vehicles, there's lots of satellite dishes, but it's quite low-key, right? This isn't where they do most of the communications. That's from another site away, and I can take you there. That's got big stuff. But hey, you know, like the movie Terminator, where they're on the park at the swings, and the nuclear bomb goes off, and all the like skeletons are stuck to the things. Look, outside Skynet Drive, they just happen to have a sort of like a park where you can practice and exercise and stuff like that. And when the nuclear bomb goes off, won't it be funny? It'll be like art imitating science, or art imitating reality, yeah? Where when the nuke goes off, it's going to be, this is the #1 place in the United Kingdom they'll drop a bomb on. It'll be here. So anyone who happens to be exercising at the time.
They have a bunch of satellites in the back.
Yep. Now this is owned by Boeing and British Aerospace, BAE and Boeing. Now Boeing actually launched the satellites. They actually invented the machinery for the satellites, but the technology on board, the bit that does the communicating, was invented by this doctor that I met. So,
well, another ANPR camera there as well.
It's
one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. Yeah. Do you know what? That might be ANPR and something else as well, like live watching feed.
Look, there's lots of gubbins on that.
Yeah.
It's radio linked ANPR. Look.
Yeah.
Probably going across to there, somewhere inside that building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skynet Drive. We're with
Skynet Drive.
Skynet Drive here, look.
Oh,
there we go.
It's real.
Skynet Drive.
Skynet Drive.
That's cool.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, and this is MOD property there.
Skynet Drive, MOD
They
property.
never used to have any sign saying MOD property here. The MOD property signs have gone up since it's all this stuff has happened because we publicised the fact this is here.
Wow.
So they get a lot of questions asked, they get a lot of people driving up and what's going on.
It's crazy they're building houses here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, they're hiding. You see, they're hiding the base inside all of these houses.
Yeah, it's true.
That thing's going to be tucked away then, you know, so people don't know it's here. Look, Airbus.
Yeah, we'll have to redo it.
What's Airbus?
Airbus.
You know, Airbus is like Boeing kind of shit.
Alright, yeah.
Airbus.
I just need to show the Skynet drive, that's it.
Yeah. You want to record this?
Okay.
Oh, shit. We're just going into a part of the base we shouldn't be going into. This is their visitor centre, you know, for the bunker. So it's an entrance way to the bunker.
Oh, wait a minute. So we're not.
We're just driving straight in.
Side entrance.
No, we should turn around.
Airbus.
Oh
my God, Matt.
Yeah, let's turn around. Matt, this is visitor parking. Technically, we're okay at this point. Let's just get out of here.
Right, the British Ministry of Defence. This is one of their most important facilities, and we're just taking a drive up and just hello, boys.
Well, you can come up to here.
Open the window, bro.
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They got mirror glass as well, so you can't see.
Yeah, they didn't use that mirror glass. That's new. They don't like their faces being seen.
Oh my God.
Mirror glass. Right, we're definitely on the radar now, boys.
We're on the radar now, boys.
Oh, this is it, bro.
We are definitely on the radar now.
Oh my God.
Yeah. If we weren't being spotted by the ANPRs up to this point, trust me, there's going to be cops zigzagging this whole facility now.
Right, boys, we need to make hay, get out of here.
Jump in the cars and go on.
What's this, Mark?
Because the chances are we will be intercepted by the police within about 2 minutes, 3 minutes of coming to this place.
Maybe we shouldn't do it.
Why, what is this place?
No, they'll just let us go. This is the Caution Computer Centre.
Oh,
We're going to get you right up to it.
We're going to the CCC?
Yeah. I'm going to take you to the Caution Computer Centre and we're going to actually see, you're going to see with your own eyes the bunker entrance.
Bunker entrance?
Yeah. Which is, they've hid this for such a long time.
This is such a good
black
idea.
budget money. Margaret Thatcher paid for this with black budget money that was off the record.
Okay, so it's called CDC?
CCC, Caution Computer Centre. You have to go into a car park, which used to be, the car park was a scream, right? This is one of the most sensitive places on the planet, right? And they just had it out in a field like that with a car park that just had a little chain link fence just like that, so you could just step over it, yeah? And that was their car park for the cars. Right? It was just a little fence like that because what they don't want to let you know is just down this little alleyway is the bunker.
Oh, dude,
and they don't want to let people know that, so they just made it look very... Yeah.
Yeah, so we're really like a little neighborhood. Nothing that says we can't be here. No gate saying don't go here. No private property. It's just we're just here. I mean, look at it for yourselves. And you're saying that there's a bunker just literally just right over here. We can walk to it.
Yeah.
And you think that after we do that, we're gonna be stopped?
They may well. The police will be on the way. If we get in, photograph and out, we may beat the police. But I reckon that we're more than likely going to see them, especially after, you know, alerting.
Just for being in the neighborhood. That's what's weird about it.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's really nothing going on, though.
Yeah. Now, the Caution Computer Centre is actually behind this here. You can't see it, but it's behind this.
Hold on, there's a white van down there. It just pulled up and sat there. I don't know if that means... I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if we're being watched or whatnot, but... it's a really interesting place, especially with everything's going on. In the shadows. Oh, Caution Computer Centre, let's go.
Wait, this is the main entrance to the bunker. This is
I know
where
it
the video
is.
of Matt Surf.
I know. I know.
Oh my God, well, the police are going to be here in no time.
Oh no. Oh boy, hi, police car. Police car. Josh, I'm just going to put this on the record, right? It's a bad idea, and if you get arrested and deportated, this is why.
Well, they can already search us as soon as you walk past them.
What your face is, as you round the corner, you see what is our equivalent to
Oh wow.
the equivalent Shan boat.
There really is a bunker. It's right in front of you. Alright, let's just get out of here now. We see the bunker. It just seems weird.
It's taking us too far down the rabbit hole.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah,
we haven't crossed any gates.
Yeah, no, we didn't do anything wrong yet. I mean, as long as it's like Air 51. If you go through the white line, you cross that line, then you're in trouble, but you can still see what you can before.
Saying no photography, but I reckon that means plenty of photography.
Okay.
We took 16 people in the minibus, we parked up there, we took 16 people in there, and one time I took a film crew in there, and accidentally they opened the doors for us. We walked in with a camera crew.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and the alarms went off and the doors closed, and a guy locked himself in a security booth, one of these rotating security booths, and he locked himself in, the security guy. That was quite good fun.
And what happened?
took a while for his mate to let him out, and then he came through and tried to act.
Let's go.
You're out of it, yeah?
I'm scared. Where are you going?
Record, man, record. You'll thank me later. Just keep recording.
I just want to get out of here. I mean,
Josh is going to hide in the bush.
I just feel like I did something wrong and I didn't.
Well, you kind of did and you didn't, because if they don't want to admit the police is here, then you just stumbled upon it. You know, it's just accidental. It's
All right.
accidental.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah. Josh is like, I think I better turn my camera off now because maybe they'll let me go.
Alright,
Just there saying,
let's go, boys.
Cool. We need to check the amount of cameras on our back. MOD's out with dogs. MOD's out with dogs.
Oi, boy! He's shouting Matthew. Oi, he's got dogs.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, it's
him again.
How you doing?
Alright.
Come on. Did you know the score as well?
Yeah. Is he friendly?
So guys,
the same police officer as last time.
I feel safer because they all know each other.
it's on a tradition that we do the Area 51 stuff each year.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Weren't you in Bristol yesterday?
Yes.
What?
How'd you know?
How do you know I was in Bristol yesterday? How do you know that?
This is the spook town. This is a spook town.
What? Have you not got an Instagram account?
Yes.
Subscriber.
Oh, you watch some stuff. Oh man. Okay.
Do you want to have your
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I did that last time.
Yeah, we'll go on the face.
Did you see the last one then? When we saw you last time on YouTube? Yeah, did you watch it? Yeah.
That's no worries at all.
Yeah, I blurred
I
it.
saw you when you went into the Ram.
Oh, the ancient ramming.
You advertised the Ram. I went up there
Brilliant place.
about 2-3 months beforehand.
Yeah, brilliant place.
No way, yeah. Done that place a few times.
History's amazing,
Some crazy stuff going on there. Yeah.
These guys whose boots I'm showing, by the way. So
Yeah. We thought we'd look more professional in the same green suits.
They're watching Dan's videos.
It's a bit worried.
Keeping an eye on it.
It's a bit worried.
All I want to do is just create a log, just say you've been here. It's no great shape at all. Yeah. You haven't done anything particularly wrong because the gate's wide open.
Indeed, you just walked in off the road. I didn't know where I was. I just accidentally came to. Oh my God, this is the CCC. Those drugs they gave me that just wore off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yo, honestly, if this was the United States, I'd be on the ground with a gun. If this was in the US, I would have had a gun pointed at me on the ground right now.
No, they're not like that.
He kind of knows we're harmless, to be honest.
Hey, you're going to have one more MOD police and maybe a couple hundred.
I'd rather not.
Subscribing.
Yeah.
They'll subscribe now.
They'll be watching you now.
That's all good.
If you're done,
Yeah, we're all good. Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Cool.
You just happened to catch them saying the van's just parked.
Wait,
I didn't see
so
it.
question: when you guys are in there, like, what actually is this for then?
It's a document.
can't say that.
Facility.
Like I can't genuinely tell you what it's for. Obviously, Matt knows what it's for, so ask him.
Alright. Well, I might get like the whole shebang of dreaming
And aliens
stuff,
and-
or I might get the real thing.
Aliens and spaceships.
Yeah,
If
He tells you what it is, tomorrow you'll wake up with a bit of a headache. So it's better he doesn't tell you
Yeah,
what
and
it is.
2 days later, he'll be in hospital with a really bad flu.
Oh my god.
No worries at all, guys. To say, because we know you, there's no stress.
Okay, cool.
Do you ever have other people to come here and just like look around? Like,
Yeah, we've had other people kind of make documentaries and stuff about it. We've had mainstream media come and try and.
really?
Yeah.
There was a time when they accidentally opened the doors when I was here with an American TV crew. Did you hear about that? It was years ago, but do they still talk about that?
Yeah.
Do they still talk about that in there now? Because do you remember what happened?
Well, that video comes up quite regularly.
Yeah, the guy came out and he was like, "Stop! You can't be filming in here."
Yeah, go mate.
Wait, so the American TV crew just kept
Just for info, there's been a report from Airbus about a people carrier going up there to the gate.
That's us. There's been a report from
it. They were taking photos of the plane.
It's crazy.
218.
This is insane.
Sierra Delta.
Yeah, no worries. We know who that is. I'm actually speaking to the chap down at Triple C, mate. We're all in order.
Yeah, we see.
So you stir in the pot, Matthew.
I told you if we pull in he was interested because of Skynet, you know, because of Skynet satellites and things like that. And I said, oh, Boeing Aerospace, and even met the doctor who created the Skynet satellites at my ham radio club, which was kind of weird. So he came along to give us a talk.
See, the funny thing is, obviously, although it's on the old Hawk, so 12 or 11 fighter group.
Yeah.
It's not actually MOD anymore, so we don't. No, they phone us because they know they get a response from us.
Yeah.
Whereas Wilkes are a little bit further out of town.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I was just going back to saying the funny thing. You don't have to comment if you don't want to. But when we got in there, they opened the doors and let us in by mistake.
Yeah.
We got
into the foyer.
We got into the foyer, and then you had the rotating security booths. And the guy was like, "You can't film here." And he went into the booth, and I think he's got to swipe his card and tap his number in. He did it wrong, locked himself in the booth, and an alarm went off. And he was stuck in there. He was like, "Ah!" And his other mate had to come out, do something to let him out. And then he came out and he tried to act all cool and walked up. Sorry, you can't have your cameras
here.
The
one I remember is when the front door, because obviously there was no fences back then.
That's right. Yeah, you just slide
straight in just to the Horton door.
That's right. Yeah.
As far as I saw you could.
Yeah.
So how did you know it was Matthew when you were coming out then?
Because where you're stood, you've got the pad in front of you. There's a camera on there.
All right, okay.
There's cameras all down there.
I suppose it's quite recognisable.
As soon as I don't see Matthew, then I'm looking for you, and then I'm following you.
Well, like I say, it's only tradition. We do like a follow up. People just love it. They love the story behind it all and the mysteriousness.
And I'm sorry I can't make it more exciting by coming out screaming and shouting.
Well, like I said, you could pin Josh on the floor and just get a thumbnail. That'd be great. Yeah, the dog over.
The dog to lick your face.
Where are you going next? Are you going down to Sands, or have you done that one?
Sands, yeah.
Sands hasn't changed. It's still sealed up.
I'd love to go inside Copenhagen again. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, but it's not house.
Yeah, his house is there now.
Really.
Yeah, that was a brilliant place.
Because the shaft's still open, because it's part of their fire escape program.
Really?
Yeah. Well, when I say it's open, it's obviously locked. But
yeah.
It links through.
And rumour has it escape shaft for some other places as well.
Well, not but saying it's too far over for us.
Yeah.
So we've got enough escape shafts here, as you probably know, but we don't need to go all the way over there.
Does Copenhagen actually join up with Burlington?
Join up with
the underground facility here?
I don't know.
Because we got to an end point.
I thought Copenhagen was a standalone site, but I could be wrong.
See, because we got to a certain point and it was starting to turn into roads like the MOD roads down there, and then it was breeze blocked up, so we didn't go beyond that point. But
there's a lot of things downstairs, location-wise, I don't know, because we don't patrol downstairs like we used to. We only go down if anything happens alarm-wise.
Right.
We used to go down twice a shift, every shift, and now there's cameras down there, as Matt knows.
So, for example,
you do as well.
So, for example,
until they boarded it all up.
If someone goes down down Box Mine now and ends up at that facility where they've sealed it up near the red door and sets the alarm off, would you come out?
You can't get to the red door.
I know you can't. There's shutters now, isn't there?
There is a tremble alarm on those shutters.
Yeah, that was it.
There is
you were saying, weren't you? They've changed it all now.
Yeah, they've just pushed the perimeter that a little bit further out.
But will that send a response?
Find out.
As long as I'm not going to get shot, I suppose I could try it.
Wait, so if you were to make the alarm go off, do you hear about it, or other people hear about it instead?
No, we hear about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, damn.
You're looking at the man who'll be stamping on your head.
Yeah.
No, I'm really joking. That was an American.
So you would have to go through the red door.
That is an American joke.
On our side, we can get to that from inside. Up there. Quite easily.
So how comes back when the fence wasn't there as such, when you walked up to the red door and the camera faced you, you were down there for half hour and you got no response?
That's because it's the camera. That was the whole point of the camera. The old system was on tremor alarms. So something was happening but you couldn't tell what it was. So on the camera, you can pan the camera and go, yeah, they're just taking photographs. They're fine. Let them go.
Oh, okay.
So what would cause a response down there?
Well, if you're sticking red stuff to the walls.
Yeah. Try and get in.
Yeah.
It's quite a solid door. Everyone knows it's a solid door.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, it's fairly solid. But
yeah.
It opens. So.
You've got a friend.
That's crazy.
That's got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
That's crazy though. Like
it doesn't take us long.
Down there in the tunnels, it's like huge down there, right?
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah. It's like a city.
Are you talking about the outer mine workings or?
No, like your side, because the whole red door behind it, that's like a whole huge thing too.
The whole of the MOD site is roughly about 280 football pitches worth.
Damn.
In all. That's not just the bunker, that's everything.
It's big. Cool. So how used is it down there? Because obviously it's a large site.
It's training down there, it's all now. Nothing special.
Right.
That's all they talk about officially. We was just testing the response, weren't we? As soon as we went to Airbus, it's like, how long is it going to take? Is it going to take 5 minutes? Is it going to take 10 minutes?
So I'm panning down so I don't have to bother blurring you out later on.
As soon as I saw Matthew, I knew who it was.
As soon as they gave me the registration for Airbus, we turned around up there, I went, I know who it is.
That's crazy. You're going to have to buy yourself a new car, right?
I said that to you, buy a new car.
The thing is, these guys, I said to them, we don't go in my car because we're going to get picked up. And they were like, no, let's go in your car.
Yeah, we have to do it in Matt's car as a tradition.
Unfortunately.
I know, you know about the GTR. No, I let my dad borrow the GTR while I'm away.
Have you taken the sticker off the side of the Q7 now?
Yes. I did that a day later.
Yeah, that's always a bit of a giveaway.
Airbus got a bit nervous, obviously, you drove off.
Yeah, it's a weird thing seeing somebody just turn around like that and come out.
Hanging cameras out the windows and like, oh my god!
Yeah, it's most of the places you go to, you can go onto Google Street View.
Yeah, that's it.
Almost the same footage that you can on
Yeah.
So, no point getting
Where else have you been today then?
Bristol yesterday, you know that.
Yeah, Bristol yesterday.
Down
Outside
outside
the
the
water
front.
yesterday getting wet.
Yeah, he knew where you were yesterday. So how's that?
Instagram.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They let you loose driving.
Yeah.
Right, as much as I love changing.
Alright, see you later.
If they were any nicer, they'd be offering us a cup of tea. So it's like, you can't ask for more. So, there you go.
I'll see you next year. Same time next year.
What the heck was that? What the heck was that?
Yeah. Oh, it's brilliant. That guy is brilliant. I love seeing that guy every year. Same time next year.
So that guy knows everything.
Yes.
That police guy knows absolutely everything, but he won't say anything. That's crazy. Yeah. But he let us go because he even said we went through the gate and it's okay because you did nothing wrong, but just don't go further. So it's just insane. That's crazy.
Bro, they watch my Instagram.
Yeah.
They watch me do everything. Fucking everything. Oh my Bro, they know everything. You know, I've got a GTR Q7.
Try making out like you only watched it a little as well. And he was like,
Crazy. Crazy.
And do you know the funny thing as well? If they didn't know who we were, they would have got a different reaction.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that's why it's a good thing we came in your car.
Yeah.
Yes.
They would check you out. They'd hold you. They'd want to double check your, your ID and everything, and check out your stories. They'd hold you until they were confident.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even though I'm a pain in the arse to them, they know who I am.
Yeah.
They're nice to you.
So
They are really nice, honestly. Like I don't think you could get a better response from.
they didn't used to be, you see, because they wanted to sort of like scare people off from coming here, but they knew that the scaring was just attracting more people.
Yeah.
The scare tactics they used to play, those games don't work now. The world has moved on. People just come back and back and back if they get scared away. So they're trying the nice. They're trying the nice approach now. They're being much nicer to people.
No, I like that guy.
I like nice.
Yeah, I like
Nice
that.
good. Nice is good.
We should invite him on an Explorer.
Does anyone know his name?
No.
I do.
Alright, well we won't put
We shouldn't really give his name out.
Yeah, no,
I do.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, because I think he was in 4-2 as well.
I think it begins with, let's just say, we call him Agent A, okay?
Agent A.
Agent A. Yeah.
Wow. Guys, if that was in the US, you're done.
As long as you don't do anything wrong, you're asked to leave, you leave. The thing is, technically, I'm pushing that because I've been kind of asked to leave like about 9 times from that site now. But
This is an aggravating factor, yeah. But like, look at him. You were laughing like I'm just like, see you again next year. He's like, same time.
He enjoys it a bit.
He does. I mean, he obviously. I don't know if he's like an actual follower of mine or if he just follows because this is part of his job.
Yeah.
But like, he knew what cars I have. He knew where I was at yesterday.
Yeah. And you know what? If he tapped it into his thing, it would tell you where you've been by the ANPR cameras on the road. It would tell you the complete history of where you've been travelling recently. These guys are the NSA, and the NSA is Google, and Google keep a track so you can pick it up off your phone.
And guess what? We work for Google.
Yeah.
So technically we're all employees.
We're all getting paid by
We're
Google.
all,
So we shit on our employers.
In the videos, we decide to book the hitch ramming.
Hey, and the last time we saw him, right, he was coming across like, oh, I'm just an MOD police officer, I'm an MOD police. We've caught him now. He's actually in the most sensitive place of all. He's actually in there.
I know.
Because he told us he don't know what
I'm kind of envious of Agent A now because he knows things that I want to know.
He's seen
the secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should befriend him more, and then when he finally leaves the police, he can tell us all.
Yep. There you go.
Thinking smart.
He'd probably tell Carl because he looks like they were in the
that was it. Yeah, he's like,
it's
weird because he remembered straight away. He's like, oh yeah, you remember he's running 4-2, I think it was.
Yeah.
What's going on? A bit weird this.
So that was a good encounter. It's nice to meet him actually. And if he hadn't have been there and recognised us, they would have been blues and twos down here, and they'd been down even quicker.
Yeah, of course.
Because he was talking to us, that delayed them off. They were like, sort of stand down. It's okay, we know who it is.
Even the other copper who's like, as soon as I heard the reg, I knew it was.
They do not take any time at all to get down here. Those police.
Oh, he's pumping to us.
Yeah.
He's just waving at us. It's like, yeah,
right, what's the odds now? This little section that we're parking in that we use here, right, is going to get blocked off now.
Probably.
Right, I'm going to come back here and this will be blocked off now. Now they know we use this as a little sneaky spot. Yeah, there we are. Weird.
Just waving at him.
Just waving at
do you know what,
MOD police.
Every time we get stopped here, though, they're the most chilled, friendly.
No, they're nice.
Like,
they're so
never
nice.
used to be, man. They never used to be. It's because we've done so much stuff exposing this place. They've now had to meet the public so much.
Just had to accept
they've had to accept that this is how they've got to work.
Yeah, but there's being like
to the public.
There's being nice, and then there's being like truly friendly, and they are truly friendly. There's not just being nice.
Ploy though.
No,
Agent A, if you're watching, is it just a ploy?
No, he genuinely sees it. Like he was asking about the GTR, so.
Yeah, the more aggressive they come across, the more people think they've got something to hide. They're trying to play the softly now, the softly game.
Yeah. Do you reckon he was potentially there waiting for us? Because he's now left. And if they already knew we was in the area, do you reckon he would have been there waiting for us to turn up?
Because he's come away from there, so he's not stationed there.
And he's gone straight away. He ain't waited around.
They might have been waiting for us, Stan. He's got a good point.
That is a good point, Luke.
Because normally there's not a police car there, and the police cars turn up every single time I've ever been here.
Interesting.
Yeah, they knew we were coming.
Interesting. Yeah.
You think this is the vent system to the underground?
Oh, yeah.
He sussed it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, what is this strange looking garage? And he said, oh,
yeah, it's the vent system to the underground. You can even smell like the moldiness.
The caves.
Yeah, the caves.
Smell the caves. This is the emergency escape shaft.
But you can feel the heat coming from it.
Yep, that's the one.
Let's go in, boys.
Yep. Now we even got a camera up there. You can see the lift. Not a lift. There's a ladder. We've got a camera over the top, and you can see a ladder going down. No way. You've not only seen the front door, now you've seen the back door.
You know what this means? I think it's time to go underground to try to get to the red door.
You think that's a wise idea?
I don't know, but it's probably not, but we have to go at least try.
They definitely know we're coming, so maybe they'll have a surprise party for us.
Let's see what we can do then.
That's good.
Let's go do this, guys. It's time to go underground.
Putting on the record, bad idea. Okay, bad idea.
Garage I've ever seen.
Dude, this
is a weird garage.
This is the wackiest thing I've ever seen. Like, this is why I like the UK, because we can get away with these things that I can't do in the US.
Okay, guys, you're gonna have to join us the next episode because right now we are gearing up to head to the red door. You already know it's about time we get there. Are we gonna manage to see the red door this time? Who knows? I don't know, but I mean, look what's happened already. The spooks have been out. They know we're here. They know where we were yesterday. They're watching us. Are we going to see them down there? I don't know. But I know the boys are nervous. I know Josh wants to do this, but I don't think he's even realises how dangerous this is.
I really can't picture anything at the moment. I've never seen the vid underground yet.
Oh man, Carl, what you reckon?
I don't even know what I reckon anymore. You know. I just don't know anymore. I generally don't know. I mean, this place is full of mystery. And I remember Agent A telling us last year that he didn't know anything about underneath, and he couldn't tell us anyway, even if he did. But he's just come from the computer centre himself, straight from the main door.
Agent A. hell was that? What the hell was that?
Oh my god.
Bro, should we be... Right, we need to get out now.